Welcome to another episode of the Generational Yap podcast with your hosts, Harmony and Sage. Before we start, just know this show is opinion based using publicly available information. If we mention allegations, they are alleged. We're talking culture, nostalgia, and sharing our hot takes. Let's yap, y'all.
Hey, Harmony.
Hey, Sage.
Do you remember that song, Funky Cold Medina?
Oh my gosh, is it Tony Tone?
Tone Loc.
Tone Loc. I was
Yeah,
close.
close. Yeah, he was the one who did Wild Thing also.
Yes, I love that song. I haven't heard it in a while though.
Well, it's on my playlist. So the other day I was working out listening to Funky Cold Medina. And do you understand what that is about?
You know what? I don't think I ever listened to the lyrics like that.
It's about a date rape drug.
What?
Yeah, so he puts a little Medina in her glass. Yeah, and then all the girls were coming over, right? Now, you need to write this down. I know I always tell you write
Okay.
things down.
Yes.
Write down the lyric, write down, study the lyrics of Funky Cold Medina. And here we were, little kids, or I was probably in middle school, singing this song because it was so cool. And we were singing about a date rape drug.
I was today years old when I found that out. I'm never
Well,
gonna
yeah.
hear that song the same.
I actually refuse to listen to it now because it's on my ban
Yeah.
list because I'm not going to celebrate somebody who's drugging women.
No, that is terrible. I haven't heard that song in 10 years now, and I guess I'll listen to it the one time to
Yes.
hear like, "Oh my god, this is what you guys were on," and then never hear it
Hmm.
again.
I want to hear what you think. So let me know.
Yes. I absolutely will let you know. That's an
I'm
insanity to
shocked.
me.
So, what is your song of the week? Because mine's whack, of course.
So, the artist that I want to shout out this week is Ken the Man. She's a rapper.
Okay.
And me and one of my best friends actually just got tickets to her concert in March. So, very super excited. She is a rap girly, so she gets you hype. I love to listen to her in the gym or before a night out. So, I'm obsessed with her songs, anyways, whatever,
Mhm.
and her song first. I would not recommend that you listen to those songs around kids.
Noted.
Fair warning.
Okay. Yes. Those are sometimes the best songs, though.
Yes, absolutely.
I have to apologize to you. We did that extra episode where we were talking about your beef with Ryan Murphy and all that. And
Yes.
I think I had told you I had spent like days watching junk TV. And then you sent me a little text about Love Island, and I had never seen it
Yes.
before. So I was like, oh, gosh, dang it, one more show I have to watch. I watched it for 15 minutes and I turned that off. I
Which
was
season did you
I, w-
watch?
I was watching the first episode of the first season.
Okay.
So but the whole premise to me is so incredibly stupid. You've watched a whole season of this.
Absolutely. I watched season 7, and I will tell you this, I only watched season 7 is because, again, one of my best friends got me into it. Because originally, I watched one of the episodes, and I was like, "This is garbage, I'm not feeling it." But she also knows the type of shows I watch. I also watch Love is Blind. Sometimes, after a hard day of work, I just wanna watch something stupid that I don't really have to care or think too much about.
Well, I mean, I understand, but this one's to the extreme.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, it is.
So
But
you had
I
some gossip or something.
Yes. So, following the TMZ app, it came across that Ace and Shelly broke up, and Shelly and Ace were one of the big couples from season 7. So it was them, Amaya and Brian, who had already broke up, and then Nick and Alandria. And people think Nick and Alandria aren't real, but I don't care either way. I love them. Get your money. You're young. You're hot. Have fun.
You are
That's my
invested.
opinion. Yes, absolutely.
Holy cow. Wow. Well, I'm going to tell you with 100% everything I have, I will not be watching any more than those 15 minutes of that.
No worries. I got you. If we need to discuss Love Island, I'll get us together on my end.
That would be you. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, you know how we've talked last time and probably the time before about the Diddy documentary by 50 Cent?
Yes.
Okay. So, because of that, Jaguar Wright is out of her box again.
Mhm.
Okay. So, I've been going down that rabbit hole. I have two things to say about Jaguar Wright.
Okay.
First of all, well, three. The woman's got guts. I can say that. And
Absolutely.
secondly, I wish she would just talk in bullet points. She goes all the way around stuff several times before landing, and that just drives me insane.
Yeah.
Last thing is, I thought, I don't know who she is. I know she was a singer, but I have
Mhm.
never heard her music. Have you?
I have never heard her music, and I don't think I've ever watched a full interview all the way through. I see clips of her online all the time, though.
You really need to take time to watch some of her videos. I mean, they're from like 10, 15 years ago. The woman sings so much differently than you would think she would. She's got a strong voice, but it's very feminine.
Okay.
And it just doesn't quite match, but the woman's got talent. So while Jaguar Wright is out here doing the Lord's work, helping with pedophilia, let's ban all that, um,
Absolutely.
she's got talent that we're overlooking.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that she was an artist.
Oh, yeah. That's how she knows everybody.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's her in, but she was never really given much opportunity because she didn't want to play the game.
And that's fair. And it's so sad because there are so many artists out there who are amazing, who have talent, but they're not going to buy into all the BS that Holly weird, as I call it, as many people call it,
Mhm.
is selling.
Yeah.
They are not selling their souls for music, and I applaud that so much.
Well, I have some really strange news to tell you.
Okay.
This is like, speaking of pedophilia, it comes up every single time. I was watching this behind the scenes thing with Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
And, I had this big crush on Mario Lopez, right? Just, oh,
Yeah.
those dimples. Oh my gosh. So come to find out, when he was 16, he was having what they called an affair with his producer who was 37. But if he was 16 and she was 37, honey, that's not an affair, that's rape.
Absolutely. And you know what's wild is that because it's a man, people don't want to call it that, but that's
Yeah.
absolutely what it is. That's inappropriate.
Yeah, they were kind of like saying it like, oh, he was like giving him his props for it. Like he landed this 37-year-old. No, she took advantage.
Absolutely. She had no business being with a child. She should be in jail.
Right. No, she should. I agree. John Benet Ramsey. Did you follow that case?
I did for several years, yes.
Okay, so that happened. She was killed in 1996, the
Hmm.
day after Christmas. So
Yes.
every year, the police department in Boulder, Colorado actually gives an update.
I
So,
never realized that.
yes, yeah. So they came out this year and gave an update. It was a whole lot of nothing,
Yeah.
but it's front page news everywhere. They're saying, oh, we're still testing with better technology, blah, 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 blah. Um, so anyway, I just wanted to say John Benet Ramsey would be 35 years old if she were still alive today.
Wow. Wow. She would be 3 years younger than I am.
Yeah, yeah.
That really puts that
Mhm.
into perspective. That's so sad.
It is. I agree. Let's go ahead and do on a sad note, let's do our obituaries.
Yes.
Anthony Greery. That is Luke Spencer on General Hospital. Did you ever watch General Hospital?
I did back in the day. Yes.
It was like one of those things I did with my mother. It was a
Yes.
bonding thing I had with her, and we were all about Luke and Laura.
Yes, they were iconic. Even if you
They
didn't
were.
watch that show the whole way through, you knew about Luke and Laura.
That's right. Well, Luke died,
Yeah.
but he lived a
R.I.P.
very
Luke.
long life. So,
Yes.
let's keep his friends and family in our hugs corner. A-
Absolutely.
And then we also have to very quickly talk about Rob and Michelle Reiner, who were killed. We don't know the details on that yet, and we won't for a while. But
Yeah.
the friends and family are definitely put in the hugs corner.
Absolutely. Rest in peace to them.
Well, I've got a YouTube short I want to talk about real quick.
Okay.
So, you remember Home Alone? Kevin
Absolutely.
McAllister goes on
Hmm.
a shopping trip, and he's very practical in most of his purchases, but he does buy those army men. Okay.
Hmm.
So his shopping trip was under $20. So somebody went out today, or not today, but a couple days ago,
Mhm.
and they bought the same things he did, minus the bread. It was a different brand of bread, but same thing, 60 something dollars.
That is
Yeah.
ridiculous. And
Yeah.
and minimum wage hasn't changed in how long?
Oh gosh, now I don't know when it was. I have no idea. Yeah.
I feel like it's been at least the same since I was in high school. I am
Mhm.
38 now. And
Yeah.
obviously, you see the price of everything else going up.
Mhm.
Why isn't what people are making going up as well?
I had the same conversation with somebody else today. I told them I had to go to the local dollar store just to pick up little things here and there. And I went down their markdown aisle because, I'm cheap. And they
Same.
had women's suave deodorant, just a regular thing of deodorant, marked down to $7.25
For one?
for one thing of deodorant. And it's not fancy. Okay. So if
No.
somebody is making $12 an hour, they have to work pretty much 3/4 of an hour to get deodorant. This is why we can't have nice things in our country.
That is a sin and a shame because Suave
Mhm.
isn't even the best brand of deodorant. And that
True.
costs $7 for
Yeah.
one? That's highway
M-
robbery.
Marked down at that.
Mm.
So, also, I want to talk about this girl that just broke my heart today, made me cry.
Mhm.
She is 19 in the foster care system. Where she is, they let the kids stay in the foster care system until 21. So,
Mm.
that's great. So everybody needs that transition period in life.
Yeah.
So, she was crying, very, one of those really sobbing moments. She was opening presents from the angel tree.
Aw.
And she was so excited because usually they're kind of, I mean, though they're grateful for everything, they're kind of lame gifts.
Yeah.
But she got like Beats headphones.
Okay.
She got this teddy bear that was like a heating pad.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, I got a Yankee candle and a
Aw.
couple other things that were just totally cool. And she was like, these are not the practical hygiene gifts that most people give. This
Aw.
was teenager gifts. So she is such a cool girl. Her handle on TikTok is XOXO underscore it's Brooke, ITSBROOK. And I would really like for everybody to go follow her because she's just amazing.
I will have to go check her out. That sounds so sweet. I
It
love
was.
that.
So, and we cannot forget our older foster kids. So let's remember that.
Absolutely. They
Yeah.
deserve love too. All
Yes.
children deserve love.
Absolutely. Even those big ones.
Yes.
Um, One last thing. I don't know what's going on in Toledo, Ohio. Have you been to Toledo, Ohio?
I don't think I ever have.
Well, that's probably good. I I went there one time. I did stop to go to a science museum with my child, really good science museum. And
Okay.
then we were on our way to Detroit. So,
Okay.
um, this was in the news, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've actually got to find out what's going on. So, on a TikTok, there was this U-Haul. And it just said Toledo on there. That's all it said. So it's this U-Haul taking this corner with all these police cars following it. And the U-Haul was on two wheels.
I
And it
need
was,
you to send me this.
yeah, it was going down a residential area and it was like clipping the trees that were close to the street. And I was like, okay, I'm going to Google this and find out what's going on in Toledo because that's crazy. So Toledo, the news said it was a 26-foot U-Haul. So I went on uhaul.com. This is how nosy I get, okay? 26 foot is as big of a truck U-Haul rents. It is for a 2 to 3 bedroom home, okay? So what's happening was they got a call to come and get this man. He was being abusive, blah, blah, blah. So the police pull up. He jumps into his U-Haul, a U-Haul, and he peels out of there. And in this chase, he loses a tire. Okay. And he pulls into this local mom and pop pizza restaurant, and they are getting more publicity now than I guarantee they've ever gotten in their entire life because he almost hits the building. So he gets out, he runs, and the police chase him, they catch him and everything. And then they open up the back of the U Haul thinking there's going to be something really bad in here. No, There's 3 dogs.
What?
Yes. So they take the 3 dogs to the animal shelter, and there are some lessons to be learned here. First of all, don't run from the police because it's probably not going to work out well. Okay. OJ Simpson
Never
people.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, never does.
Secondly, if you're going to run from the police, don't do it in a U-Haul.
No, especially popping wheelies. You're on 2
Yes.
wheels and a U-Haul? I wish the
Yes.
viewers could see my face because that is the craziest story I've heard in a minute,
And
and
if
I've
you're
heard some
going
crazy
to
things.
do it in a U-Haul, get like one of the smaller models.
Yes, and then to have your 3 dogs in the back who are getting shaken up in this U-Haul, poor babies.
Yeah, and don't forget your animal shelters, people, the older foster kids and the animal shelters. A lot of people here to take care of this time of year.
Absolutely, and senior dogs and black dogs historically get adopted the least,
I didn't
so
know that.
go show them some love. Yep.
No, I love old dogs. They're the best.
I got a little senior dog, my little baby, she's 10.
Oh, I didn't know she
Mhm.
was 10.
Oh, yeah, she turned 10 last October.
Okay. I've seen some videos of her.
She's a sassy little thing.
Okay. Yeah, I bet. I bet. So you picked out the movie.
Yes, and I'm
Hmm.
so excited because you have never seen this movie,
Nope, I have not.
which is wild to me.
Well, I was thinking about this. I think it came out. Oh gosh, I should have written this down. I don't think I did. So can I go ahead and tell them we're talking about who we're
Oh,
talking about?
absolutely.
So we're
Yes.
talking about Selena, and I didn't even know who Selena was back in the day, but this was during my poor college years.
Okay.
So I was just a little out of the loop. Um, but no, I had never seen it because it just never just seemed exciting to me. However, it's a
Mhm.
movie to watch.
Yes,
Mm,
okay.
I liked
Anything
it.
for Selena's.
Now, did you like her music?
I love Selena. I actually would love to get one of her records on vinyl, so I
Mm,
very much enjoy her music.
okay. No, I thought it was
Yeah.
really good too. Of course, it's called Tejano music, which I
Mhm.
looked that up. You might know what that is, but I did not.
Yeah.
So, a Tejano is a Mexican person who lives in the southern part of Texas. So,
Yes.
and I thought that was interesting because the father kept saying, I'm not Mexican enough for Mexico, but I'm not American enough for America.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I actually feel that statement on a personal level
Okay.
because just growing up, depending on who I'm around, I've gotten told a lot of times, well, you talk like a white girl
Huh.
because I talk educated.
Hmm.
I hate when people say things like that. So I really felt him
Yeah.
in that moment when he said that. I am who I
Yeah.
am. I'm black at the end of the day.
Hmm.
You can never be white and tell me you're blacker than I am. That's crazy. And people have done that
Hmm.
to me.
Well, I think I told you before there was a family in my extremely white town in Kentucky
Uh-huh.
who was a biracial couple, and they
Mhm.
adopted bukus of children and fostered, and they did just amazing stuff. One of them was a black kid who was my age, so yeah, I got to know him, and he got made fun of too because of the white influence his mother had and for growing up in a white town. So when he
Mhm.
was hanging out in a different town with his black friends, they would make fun of him. But yet,
Mhm.
to be honest with you, he didn't fit into my white town either. I mean, sad to say, but that's just the honest truth. So he
Yeah.
felt very middle ground there, and I don't think he ever felt like he had a home.
And I hate that for him
Yeah.
that he experienced that. And so many kids do experience that. And it's like, I'm just trying to be who I am and
Yes.
find my place in the world. And when it's coming from all the people you see that, you're not good enough to fit in with us, that does damage to a person.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I think you sound perfectly fine, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yes. So give me your overall thoughts of the movie before I give mine.
Overall, I was captivated from the first minute until the
Yes.
very last. The last, matter of fact, was heartbreaking for me, just so you know.
Okay.
Um, I know she comes up in every single episode like a bad penny. You know I'm going to have to do it. You know,
Absolutely.
J Lo did an amazing job.
This is my favorite role of hers. She
Yes.
absolutely mastered, did amazing
Hmm.
with this role. She was Selena in this role.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I actually was so invested in this. I thought that's not how J Lo dances.
Mhm.
So I went and watched Selena videos to see how she dances, and sure enough, J Lo was mimicking her dances.
Mhm.
And I was trying to pinpoint because, me not having any rhythm at all, I'm trying to describe how the dance is, right? Like I'm an expert.
Yeah.
Okay, so Selena danced with her arms
Mhm.
and her shoulders.
Yes.
It was almost very Arabic.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I also went and watched, oh gosh, what, Sharika? No, no, that's not.
Oh, Shakira.
Thank you. I knew I had the
Yes.
letters there somewhere. Yeah. So I went and watched her videos because I thought, well, maybe she's more like it than J-Lo
Mhm.
was. But no, she's got a totally different style too. So
Absolutely.
Selena had her own style, and let me tell you, it worked.
Yes, that washing machine move that her mom taught her, chef's kiss.
So her mom, and I forgot her mom's name, the actress's name, but she's in one of my favorite movies. She's in the movie Tortilla Soup, which you probably have never seen because it's kind of obscure.
I've never seen that. I'm gonna write that down.
Oh, we'll be watching it.
Okay, perfect.
Not
Listen,
next
I can
week,
wait
but coming
then.
up. Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
wait.
coming up. So, I had a sister who did not want to play the drums. Remember that? It was not
Yes.
feminine enough. And
Suzanne.
yes. So I made a list of just a few girl drummers because I think we need to remember those. Okay. We
Yes.
mentioned last time Sheila Easton, known as Sheila E.
Yes.
There was Karen Carpenter of the 70s
Mhm.
and Debbie Peterson of the Bangles.
Yes, and I actually had that on my list to bring
Mhm.
up because I played the drums myself, but only in, like, the 4th grade, and then I quit.
Oh, I love a woman who can play the drums.
Yes, and I think that was a little bit of my thing too. It was just boys, and I was like, "Well, this
Okay.
sucks." So I kinda gave up. I wish I had stuck with it, though. My dad plays the drums.
Oh, cool. He still
Yeah.
plays the drums?
He will when, like, he's in church, he will.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's one thing I'm really proud of my daughter for, and I'm going to have to give myself props for this. She was raised in a very 1980s way where everybody was like, you know how we dressed unisex in the 80s? Like the
Oh,
girls were
yeah.
wearing the same thing the boys were wearing. My daughter was sort of like that. And I was very clear to her that being a girl is no big deal. It's
Yeah.
just no big deal. You can do whatever you want to do. So she was always a tomboy from the beginning, and she's never let her gender stop her from anything. But I wonder just how many girls out there are hiding who they really are because of cultural norms.
Oh, I absolutely believe it. I feel like there's so many girls out there that hide who they truly are. Heck, even growing up, I was a tomboy for a really long time. And then I eventually grew out of it. But I went through this period where I thought I had to have straight hair and I had to wear heels and dress up and wear makeup and all the things to,
Hmm.
be a girly girl. And now that I'm older, I don't want to do any of that. So I don't.
Absolutely not. All that hair stuff that we did in the 90s, that took a lot of time. And I'm
Yes.
not very good at it anyway. I'm not very good at any of that stuff. And my hair, it sticks straight. So making it curl, it only curls for like 5 minutes.
I cannot do my hair good at all. I'm very basic. I'll
Yeah.
I'll pull it up or pull it back or get braids. I
Yes.
love having braids.
But I heard having braids takes hours to get
Oh, it
them
does.
done. Oh
It
my
absolutely
gosh.
takes a long time. Sometimes I've had braids done before when I've had micro braids. Took 8 hours. A full-time job.
So you go there and you sit for 8 hours.
Previously, I have. Now, when I get braids done, my boyfriend's sister actually she does them. So I would say she can do them in about 4 or 5 hours.
Okay, so nosy me has to ask you, how much money is it to get that?
So she charges about 150 for like boho knotless braids.
Okay.
And then you got to get the hair, which could range, depending on what kind of hair you get, between 60 and $100. But it'll last you for, it should last you for 4 weeks. Sometimes I push it to 6 weeks or longer, which my hairdresser doesn't love.
That's a lot of money.
hmm
Oh,
But I
wow.
prefer to do that over doing my hair every day because also that adds up too. And
Okay.
I don't have the time to do that.
Yeah. That's fascinating, really.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me what you thought about the movie.
So I, very much like you, captivated from the onset of the movie. When she comes out in that purple jumpsuit, I said, oh my God, I'm in love. I loved it. I also like the movie how it starts from the present and then goes backwards. So I really love that aspect of it. And you're introduced to her whole family. Um, and then the end, I can't tell you how many times the ending has made me sob like I've never seen the movie before. That ending chokes me up every single time. So A plus, that's it. That movie is probably in my top 10, honestly.
Did you know there was a J-Lo controversy where they didn't want her? I say they, I'm talking about Hispanics from Mexico mainly. They did not want her to play that part because she was not Mexican. She's Puerto Rican.
I did not realize that, but that's not shocking to me
Okay.
because I have heard that there is a history between Mexican and Puerto Rican people. So that
Okay.
doesn't shock me when you say that.
Yeah. I'm looking down my notes here, and I wanted to point out when a parent sees talent, like Selena obviously had, and they acknowledge it and they foster it, that's a very fine line to walk. I mean, you want to be the one giving your kids what they need for a bright future, but
Mhm.
you don't want to live vicariously. You don't
Mhm.
want to push and you don't want them to lose their childhood. Now,
Absolutely.
how do you think the father handled that? Do you think he did that well?
That's actually was a question that I was gonna ask you if
Oh,
you thought Abraham was living through his kids, and I feel like he was because, in the top of the movie, they show that he has this group, and his group, they just weren't able to make it. So, in one space, they're dealing with racism, in another space, they're dealing with bar fights, and they're not singing the appropriate music for the crowd. So I feel when he heard Selena sing, it was kind of music to his ears. And I feel like there were points where he went over that line because I remember there was a scene in the movie where she was just trying to be a kid and play with her friends. And then he kind of stopped her and brought her in. Now she enjoyed the singing, but it's like also let this girl be a child too. So I feel like he
right.
did teeter that line a lot.
And then there was the fact that he quit his job, opened a Mexican restaurant just so they can sing. Now, I'm all for being 100% invested. You know I am. But gosh
Yes.
dang it, I am not going to quit my day job.
There's
I
no way, and if I were his wife, oh, I would have let him have it. There's no way.
I would have left him.
Yeah. There we could not have been together because at the end of the day, you don't need to force these kids to be doing this all the time, and we need a real income. You don't know if this is
Yeah,
gonna take off. You need to be working.
right. Now, I thought that was very bad parenting to not have the 100% we're going to have money to put a roof over your head. Well, they didn't. They
Absolutely.
had to move.
Listen, me and Abraham, we would have had some words and they would have not
Yes.
been good because you are moving real reckless and we have a whole family to support.
I think he loved his family. I really do. But I think he had some deep seated generational trauma. He needed therapy. You know, he really did.
Absolutely.
And it was that racial identity thing. It was maybe poverty.
Yep.
Look what I could have done if only. Um,
Absolutely.
I do think he loved his kids, but and then when we fast forward in the movie, how he reacts to her having a boyfriend.
Mhm.
Now, as a mom, okay, my daughter has dated some unsavory men who I
Mhm.
wanted to kick their butts, okay?
Yeah.
But you handle it better. And I didn't have that invested interest in her making my money.
Yes.
Was that a
Yes,
money grab?
that scene when he kicks them all off the bus and he's yelling at them, I didn't like that. And then because at this point you're forcing her hand. She wants to be with this man. Now she's run off and married him. And maybe if you had approached it differently, that wouldn't have happened. Because
Yeah.
let's be honest, if you tell me not to do something, sometimes that makes me want to do it more.
You add hormones to that mix. Holy
Hmm.
cow. That's like the gas on a fire.
Absolutely, it was.
Yeah, so and I know parents, they just have this instinct of going in there and just stopping everything when it comes to a daughter dating a bad guy. I get it, but
Absolutely.
you got to think back to where you were a kid and how would that have reacted?
Absolutely. And I think, and I'm not a parent, obviously. I just have, fur babies.
They're
But
cute,
I
cute fur
believe,
babies.
thank you.
Yes.
I believe as a parent, you want to shield your kids from potential harm and maybe shield them from the things that you have gone through. But
Hmm.
sometimes, unfortunately, that is the best way that they learn is to go through something and then realize I shouldn't have done this. And then moving forward, they won't.
But Harmony, let me tell you, that's the
Mm,
hardest thing a parent could ever do.
absolutely. I believe it.
Yeah. Because I'm always telling my kids, listen, I'm as transparent as they get. I will tell you every single bad thing I've done. And let me tell you, they've been bad. It's been really bad. But I'm telling you this so you can learn from my mistakes so you don't have to make your own. But
Absolutely.
sure enough, they will insist on making their own.
Every time.
Yes.
We just all have our own stories that we have to figure out through this thing called life.
Yes. So not only were they living on the road, which I couldn't do, could you?
There's not a chance in anything that I could do that.
But they were living on the road with their family. And I love my
Mhm.
kids, but I bought a big house for a reason. That way we can all have our spaces.
Absolutely. And I like being
Yes.
around people, but I
Mhm.
also need time. I also need
Yes.
silence. Us being on top of each other in that bus, we wouldn't be family by the end of it. It just wouldn't go well.
No, well, it didn't go well with them,
No.
clearly.
Yes.
Oh, the one thing that really cracked me up, and as a person who lives in the country and has her most of her life,
Mhm.
that Mustang pulling that bus out of the ditch, I was like, honey, no, no, you're
That
probably
is
rear wheel drive.
that is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. And
Yeah.
I think at at that point Selena kind of realized like, "Oh, I am that girl," because these guys were like, "Selena, Selena, anything for Selena's." I think she
Mhm.
kind of realized, "Oh, okay, I'm popular. Like this is cool."
They tore the bumper off and they're like, heck, we're going to hang it in our house.
That made their lives. That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie, and I wanted to use the quote, but obviously that would give it away. But I just love
Okay.
that scene so much.
Well, there is one quote that just totally cracked me up. I can eat a whole medium by myself.
Have you ever done that?
Well, heck yeah.
Oh, me too.
Every
And
Sunday.
listen, in college, me and my roommate, we would both get medium pizzas and eat them and then
Yeah,
feel like garbage after. But
sure.
listen, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Yeah, Papa John's, they know me. So I walk into Papa John's and they're like, hey, your order's coming right up. They don't have to ask me who I am. They know.
I love that. Now, I feel like Louisville has so many pizza places that I actually none of them know me because you've got Domino's, you got Papa John's, you got the Post, you got Parlor. We have some good food options.
Louisville is known for its food. It's a foodie
Mhm.
town.
I love it.
Um, but I am a Papa John's fan now.
Yes. I haven't
Yeah,
had
I
Papa
definitely
John's
am.
in a minute.
Now every Wednesday, you asked me if I about pizza. Let me tell you, I eat some pizza.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday before Dungeons and Dragons, the kids and
Okay.
I go to Domino's and we sit there and we eat their pizza. Their pizza has gotten so much better in the last year.
Yes. We have a Domino's down the street from us, and when we have folks come over before we, like, go out or something, we get
Yes.
Domino's, and it's good.
Very, very affordable.
Absolutely, and they have coupons and deals all the time,
Mhm.
which we take advantage of.
Oh, yeah, get that app for sure.
Mhm.
Domino's, they do not sponsor us, but we are always willing.
Absolutely, send us some pizza
That's right.
and some of
Oh,
those
yeah.
cheesy bites.
I like the cheesy bites, but I also like the chicken parm sandwich. Have you had that?
I haven't had any of the sandwiches yet.
I've had the chicken bacon ranch and the chicken parm. Both are really good, but the chicken parm is my favorite.
Okay, I would try the chicken parm because 'cause I'm not a ranch girly.
Well, I have to be honest, they messed up my order. That's the only reason I know this, but it was really light on the ranch, so I was able to eat all of it. And I
Okay,
can tell you that it's good.
gotcha. Okay, well, I'll have to
Yeah.
check that out sometime.
So, yeah, I can't eat a whole medium by myself. And of course, I found out through my studies that her favorite topping was mushrooms. So I'm out on the mushrooms, though.
Same. Miss me with mushrooms. My boyfriend loves mushrooms,
Ugh,
and I'm like,
yuck.
ew.
That is
Disgusting.
so gross. Yeah, I'm more of a
Yes.
pepperoni person. Just straight up
I like
pepperoni.
pepperoni and sausage. I also do enjoy a good Hawaiian pizza.
I do too. Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Look
a
at
lot of people
us.
think we're crazy.
Yes, but honestly, we're kind of the best.
Oh yeah. I'm adventurous on my pizza. See, that's how my tastes run. What kind of pizza do you want? That's how sophisticated I am. Anything else, I'm
Yes.
sort of like, no. Um, the hot sauce on that guy's belt. We have to talk about this.
That was so cool. He was like quick draw with it. Now,
Yeah,
I carry around hot sauce myself, so no
I do
judgment.
too.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
I freaking love that. I love that we just keep discovering things about each other that are the same.
I live in Ohio and I used to live in the South. So we had hot sauce on tables, and
Yes.
it was just like a given that you're going to have hot sauce. And then I
Mhm.
moved up here and it's like the blandest food ever. And I have to tell you, I like my food like I like my sex. Hot, explosive, and sweat inducing.
I am crying. Ah, that
I
was
want
good.
to cry when I eat my food. I want it to be such an experience that I'm like, yes. And my kids get so mad at me because if I go out to eat with them and I'm enjoying my food, I'm over here doing this little dance. I can't dance, but I'm doing it anyway because I am just so excited about it.
I tell you what, if I'm eating something really good, have you ever seen that meme of Ice T? I think he's eating ice cream and he's like just bopping around. That's me.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Yes.
Oh, that's the ultimate compliment to a chef. It's got to be. If we're bopping around like that, eating food,
Mhm.
we are totally invested in it.
Absolutely. Yes, I love that. I carry two hot sauces in my work bag. So now it's a thing. People know, and if they need hot sauce, they're like, "Hey, can we use your bottle?" Sure. I
Okay,
got y'all.
what's your favorite kind?
Ooh,
No.
I have different kinds for different moods. I like
Okay.
Tabasco.
Okay.
There's also I think is it Cholula? I like Cholula.
Mhm.
I like Frank's Red Hot, of course.
Oh, yes.
There was this, me and my boyfriend for a while, we were subscribed to like a hot sauce of the month club,
Oh,
and they had this blueberry based hot sauce, the spiciest thing I ever had, and it was so freaking good.
okay. So I am for Frank's on chicken,
Okay.
but if it involves a biscuit, and I do love a chicken biscuit, I'm not talking a McDonald's, I'm talking a real chicken biscuit, then I
Yes.
want Texas Pete all over the thing. I want it to where the biscuit is soggy.
Texas Pete is good too. Now,
Mhm.
a hot take question for you. Do
Okay.
you put hot sauce on your popcorn?
Well, I can't answer that because I don't like popcorn.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so I would probably.
Okay. That's all I need.
Yeah. Let's see. I wanted to tell you that the scene where she's on the stage and the
Mhm.
stage like almost collapses and the woman
Yes.
is getting crushed? Holy
Yes.
cow.
That is honestly because I go to a lot of concerts. So that is one of my biggest fears is that something like that happens and you get stampeded. It's so scary. And
Mhm.
I mean, World, you saw how that happened to people, and it's so
Yes.
tragic.
Oh, yeah, you have to be careful. That scares me to death. I don't like the pit area, the whole concept of that. I don't like that one bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I couldn't believe when she got back on the stage, and of course the crowd's
Mhm.
going wild and they're just unruly, and she just tells them shh with her finger to her lips.
The way
That's
that she
power.
was able to control that crowd in that moment to stop, calm down, and listen to her.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
think there's many artists today that could do that?
No.
Yeah,
I had to think for a moment, but no.
I can't think of a single one because also people who go to concerts today are a lot more insane. They're like trying to grope the artist and just
Oh
be
yeah.
completely inappropriate. So I could not see an artist being able to do that. That was real crowd containment.
That takes a level of respect.
Yes.
So I don't think there's anybody now that has that level of respect. I wanted to talk about her fashion, if you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely. Because the girl, she had that stuff on.
Yeah? Her earrings. Let's go ahead. Let's start with her earrings, okay? I guess
Yes.
do you have your ears pierced?
I do have my ears pierced.
Okay. I can't. It's a thing with me. I just can't. Have you ever worn the hoop earrings?
Oh, I love hoops. That's like my signature.
Oh, do they hurt?
Hmm.
That was my next question. Do they hurt?
I would say once you have them on for hours, they
Mhm.
kind of get annoying. So if I'm going out, I may start off with hoops, and then by the time I come home, they are probably in my purse.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So tell me what you think about her fashion.
I loved her fashion. She was such a fashionista to me. Even one of my favorite outfits is when she had her hair up. She had that like red, I guess a red bustier, and then the black pants. Oh,
Yeah,
I love that outfit, and also even the little bolero jacket with the cow print on it. Didn't think I would like that, but I loved it on her.
on her. I don't think I'd like
Hmm.
it on anybody else.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. That was a piece specifically for her.
And it is definitely a bustier, not a bra, right?
Yes. Her dad, he said she's up there in her bra. Like that ruined that man's life. He
And I
was
guess her and her
so
mom,
ticked off.
they bedazzled it or something.
Yes. And then Selena dry snitched on her mom because she was like, Mom, help me make it. So mom is like, now how I get in it.
The mom was sensible. The dad, emotional.
Absolutely. That is a great take.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought she was really good with the eye for fashion, and she ended up having her own fashion line.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then somebody said something. I can't remember who said this. I got the quote down here. I think she's the next Gloria Estefan.
Oh, yes. I could, yep.
Do you know who Gloria Estefan is? I know that she's probably way before your time.
I know a couple of her songs. There's one song I love. It's her in Sync, Music of My Heart. Oh,
Hmm.
I love that song. So good.
She had the Rhythm's Gonna Get Ya,
Yes.
and like there's like a Congo one, and it
Hmm.
was really weird. That was like the first time I ever heard a Hispanic person on the radio.
Hmm.
So
I
that
feel
was,
like same for me.
yeah, very memorable. So,
Absolutely.
and there was a Pretty Woman moment. You remember that?
Okay, now which moment? Take me
When she
back.
goes into the mall with her friend. I can't remember who she goes with. She's in the mall
Yeah.
and she goes to that upscale boutique, and
Hmm.
she's looking at all the dresses, and they're a little critical of them because, their style is different. And she asks to try on that dress, and the lady makes it very clear that she's not wanted there.
Absolutely. That lady was being racist because she assumed, based on the color of her skin, that she wouldn't
Mhm.
be able to afford their dress. And she's like, that dress is $800. Okay, take it off the rack.
Yeah.
And then I love at the end when her friend tries it on, doesn't like it, and
Yeah.
Selena's like, "Oh, we don't need this."
And then so she comes to find out at that moment because everybody's like, "Oh, Selena, Selena, are you playing tonight or something?" You remember that?
Mhm. Yes, it was like a crowd frenzy for Selena, and that woman had egg on your face because you thought you knew who I was, but surprise, baby, you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we need to, unless you could think of something else, I think we need to talk about the ending.
Yes. Well, before we talk about the ending,
Hmm.
what did you think about her husband?
Oh, that is something we need to talk about. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Uh, I still don't even know what to say about that. I
Yeah.
mean, young love is so stupid. And this is where I give her dad a lot of grace
Hmm.
because he has lived
Absolutely.
and he knows that's young love. And young love, half the time, literally half the time, does not last.
Hmm.
Right. And a lot of it's hormonal.
Yes.
So I don't think her dad thought he was a gold digger. I don't think that was the issue.
No.
I just don't think he thought he was the one.
Yeah. I don't think her dad thought he was a gold digger either. I think that he thought he wasn't good enough for her because Abraham has been in the music scene, has been in that crowd. He's been around those types of guys. So I don't think he thought Chris was good enough for his daughter, which is fair.
Well, and another reason I think they were kind of rushing in hormonal and young love and all that, they did not even talk about family planning before they got married.
No, they didn't talk about anything. It was just like, I love you. I love you. Let's do this.
Well, I mean,
And
did
that's
you
not
ever,
sustainable.
but did you go through it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I did too. And my parents reacted just about the same way they did.
Oh, yeah. My parents weren't happy either.
Yeah.
I'm in a much calmer, realistic, healthy relationship now. So now they, love the person that I'm with. But the
Oh,
one
good.
before, they saw the writings on the wall before I did.
Yeah, yeah, they usually do. That's unfortunate. But if your parents, let's just say you're in a different relationship. I don't want to talk about your current boyfriend. Let's say
Right.
you're in a different relationship and they're seeing the writing on the wall. Are you receptive to hearing their criticism?
At this age, I would be. When
Okay.
I was in my 20s, I was not. I wanted to live my life. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and you couldn't tell me anything.
Yeah, that sounds like my daughter right about now. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep, she's in her 20s. Yeah.
Yep.
Did you have anything else to discuss about it before we get into the ending?
Chris overall, I hate
Yeah.
that scene where he and his friends trash that hotel room.
Yeah. So I got that written down. I was like, I didn't know what to say about it other than I don't think he was involved in it.
I felt that because I mean, he was in the room while it was happening, so you're complacent to me. But I
Well, yeah.
feel he was self sabotaging. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah. And
I still can't figure it out.
maybe he felt because that I'm trying to remember. That happened after somebody had I think it was her brother. Her brother had that conversation with him and hey, you know how us musicians are, that kind of thing. So I'm
Oh, yes.
wondering if he was like, you know what, I am not good enough for her. Let me go ahead and mess this up so she stays
Okay.
away from him.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, really.
Yes,
Self-destructive.
absolutely.
Um, I also wanted to mention, like, they eloped, which was probably
Hmm.
better for everybody, instead of a big old wedding.
Yeah.
And then they're sitting there in the car talking about how they're going to tell everybody, and it's on the news.
Yes, and I just wanted in that moment I guess, Selena, did you not realize how truly big that you are? She was like, "Me and Corpus Christi are like this. I have time." Girl, no, you don't. You're a star.
No, I don't think she knew. But I
Yeah,
think that was a blessing in disguise because it gave her father a whole day to be mad about
absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. You know what? I actually, side note, I would
Mhm,
love to go to Corpus Christi one day because there is a
mhm.
Selena museum and I would love to see that.
Oh my gosh, we need to go together.
I'm down to do it. Let's plan it.
Oh, yeah, and then
Heck
eat some
yes.
really good Mexican food.
Oh, I could eat my weight in Mexican food, honestly.
Oh my gosh, let me tell you why I don't have abs, okay? As much as I work out, you would think I do, but no, I don't. There's this Mexican restaurant in Gallipolis, Ohio. It's called El
Mhm.
Toril, and they
Okay.
have amazing nachos. That's why I don't have abs.
I love that. There's this place by us. The name is escaping me right now, but they have these crab and shrimp tacos and like a blue
Mhm.
shell tortilla. They're the most amazing things I've ever had.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah,
good.
they have good tacos there too. If I have to choose between good Mexican food and abs, Mexican food's going to win every single time.
Oh, every single time. And I'm very much a sweet treat girl too, so
Oh,
that's also why I
yes.
don't have abs.
Oh my gosh, me too. There's certain times of the month where I just need cake.
Oh, absolute cake or donuts or chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. It's got to be carbs. Matter of fact, I used to have this dream, and I can't do it now, but I used to have this dream of opening a bakery and calling it carbs.
I would go to that just because of that name.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, why sugarcoat it? Pun intended. But why sugarcoat it? That's what we're there for.
Absolutely. I'm there for the sweet treats. Thank you.
Yeah.
So let's talk
So
about Miss Yolanda. Ugh, in the end of the movie.
she really played the part. Like she could really pull the wool over somebody's eyes.
Absolutely. Because you kind of thought, she's this nice, sweet older woman. She would never do anything to hurt anybody. And she actually did the worst thing.
She gave her a ring. Remember that?
Hmm.
But do
Yes,
you
because
remember?
then
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say, because in the end, when she's in the ambulance, the ring falls out of her hand.
Oh, yeah. No, if I'm correct on this, and I may not be, didn't a lot of people give her money to buy the ring and she took all the
Yes.
credit?
Yes. She
Okay.
made it seem like only she did it.
Yeah. See, that
Hmm.
was like red flag number one on that. Okay. I have to tell you, you're a business person too.
Hmm.
If we get so big that we have to have a team of people,
Hmm.
we're still going to be looking over our money.
Absolutely. Because I got to make sure you're not stealing from us.
Yeah, and love you to death, but I'm gonna make sure you're not stealing from me,
I
Uh,
mean, same for you.
yeah. You need to check your bank accounts every single day, people. Come on now.
and I do.
Oh, no, I do too, and in the day where we have apps, there's no excuse not to.
Absolutely, because you just never know who can hack into your things and then all your money is gone. No,
I
I'm
could
checking
not
every
believe
single day.
her father let this happen, and I know he's only human, okay?
Mhm.
But I really felt like that was a major fail on his part.
Absolutely. And I feel like so many people do the same thing. They get so big. Oh, you know what? This person is trustworthy. They would never do that. Yes, they would. You need to, it's your money. Watch over your money. You need to be
Yeah.
checking in. There's no reason why I'm going to jail for not paying my taxes in 2 years because I haven't bothered to check and look at any returns. That's crazy.
Need to have, I'm going to say, weekly meetings with your people in addition to
Absolutely.
checking it every day. And I would actually say, I know, I'm single as can be, but if I were in a relationship where I was actually sharing money, I'd be
Mhm.
checking on that every day too.
Oh, period. I'm
Yeah.
looking at everything. My eyes are wide
Hmm.
open.
Yes, absolutely. So the ending has really disturbed me, like to the point where I have a really hard time talking about it. The
Yeah.
um The cold-bloodedness, and the thing is, I think did you say her name was Yolanda?
Yes.
I think she loved her. I think
I think
Selena
she did
loved her,
too.
and I think Yolanda loved her.
I think she did too.
And that is the part that really, really disturbs me.
Because in that scene when she's in the car, and the police are surrounding her, she has the gun to her head and she's like, I just killed my best friend. So I,
Yeah.
I think she did have a love for Selena, absolutely. But I think she also realized that the gig was up and she couldn't
Yes.
handle that.
I just don't have it in me to steal from someone like that, and I definitely don't have it in me to kill somebody like that. So I have a hard
There's not a
time.
chance.
Yeah.
Listen, Yolanda is probably one of the most hated people in this planet still today.
Really? See, I was under a rock when this all came out,
Mhm.
so I'm not the only one with big feelings about this.
Oh, no. If you get online sometimes, there'll be memes that'll say people that black people don't play about, and Selena is one of the people. So they'll say when Yolanda gets out of jail, we'll be up at the gates ready to fight.
Okay, I know I'm being really stupid right now, so I'll have to ask you this. I didn't know she crossed over into the black culture.
Oh, absolutely. Black people love Selena.
Huh.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it
Okay.
could have been because of the movie, then it made us go out and listen to her music, and then she became, treasured, but Selena's a household name, I feel like, across many cultures at this point.
I seriously had no idea. I do
Yeah.
know Selena Gomez was named after her.
I did not realize that.
Yeah. And I also wrote this down. Her earrings, that
Mhm.
style, the hoops earrings, are still worn out of respect for her.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And I know there was that J-Lo controversy, but J-Lo was her favorite actress. So that's kind of full circle.
That was like kismet then. It was meant to
Hmm.
be.
It was. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So I want to say a really good movie, by the way. Will I watch it
Yes.
again? Probably not, but no regrets.
I love that. Listen, that's all I need. I probably watch it every few years, and I still need to watch her doc, so that's up next for me at some point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I probably need to do
Mhm.
that. So I'm going to go ahead and tease the next movie that we're going to watch for
Yeah.
next week. So here's the quote from it. Y'all probably will recognize it. Big mistake. Big, huge. Do you remember that? Okay.
No.
My favorite part of this movie. Absolutely.
I'm excited to rewatch it again because, like I told you before we started recording, it's been a while since I watched it. So I'm excited to take notes and look at it with a fresh set of eyes.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really excited about this. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Generational Yap podcast. We love having you here to talk culture, nostalgia, and to share our hot takes. Follow us on all the socials at the Generational Yap so you don't miss the conversations. As always, let's yap, y'all.